Hey, hey, y'all. Y'all get in here, get in here. Listen. We had a peaceful day yesterday, didn't we? Wasn't it peaceful? It was wonderful. It was so placid. And then today, there was mess on top of mess on top of mess. It's funny mess, crazy mess, dark mess, sad mess, just mess in masses. And so we are here. And I'm going to warn y'all ahead of time, we're going to have to come back again because it's some more mess. And it was too much mess to get in one video. And I'm going to need, okay, thought I saw some great, my bad. And I'm going to need an intermission in between the mess that has gone on today. So for one, let me greet who's in the house, and then, anybody else who pops in, we'll greet them as they come in. I know we normally don't be on this early. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But yeah, we got to deal with what's going on. Let me greet. Hey, Miss Lovely T, thank you for being like number one. Auntie Eva is number two. All right, she working and listening. The beautiful Bianca is here. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Hit the like button, get your snacks, headphones. Yes, and don't forget your engagement button. Bottom right hand side, tap, tap, tap. And when you hit an emoji, it will give me bubbles. And I like bubbles. I'm trying to also keep my eye. So if y'all see me grabbing the phone when we're not doing audio, understand that I am trying to keep my eye on what's going on with this Israel-Iran stuff. And hopefully we keep our hands out of people's mess. Something tells me we're not going to keep our hands out of people's mess, but I am watching that. This ain't no political channel, so I'm not going to talk about it over here. We're not going to do the geopolitics and the geoeconomics here. But I am watching because we need to care, Black folks, because if things get funky, y'all know we the first ones to feel everything that goes bad. So I got to keep my eye on it. Okay. We got Melanin Coco in the house. Hello, lovely lady. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Miss Sparkle is here, our resident Mary Kay lady. All right, what's going down? Y'all, she's asking you to hit the like button, please, and thank you. All right, says she working and listening. Okay, yep, and don't forget y'all, Mary Kay satin hand special. So your hands don't be feeling like old dried up leaves and tissue paper and brown paper bags. Okay, link in the chat. Miss Melanin Coco, thank you for being like number 7. Magaline Lamar is like number 8. I know that's right. Miss Kaiser Sose is number 10. She getting her hands and feet done. Okay. Fatima, hey, gorgeous. Thank you for being number 3. Aries Sun in the house. What's going on, baby? Thank you for being number 12. I'm a little hoarse too. I am. I'm going to tell y'all what's going on because I was a little affected. But that's not going to stop no mess. Let me just say this. Ooh, child, there's some stuff going on. Man, sweet beloved, thank you for being number 14. Thank you. Dornia Lee, girl, how you been doing? Where you been? Thank you for being number 17. D Crazy, D Amazing DS is here to make sure the Reflection Corner is organized, full of snacks. Okay, and we help y'all get in there with y'all crazy selves because y'all are crazy a lot of times. So let's talk about what we got on deck, okay? Because what we got on deck is foolishness. You heard me. We got foolishness on deck, and I mean a lot of it too. Fatima say them small hat name stealers. Yep, them small hat names. I love it. AKA Edomite Slavs from Poland need to sizzle and scorch in this life and the next. You know what? Listen, I'm with you when you're right. Hey, makeup addict. So listen. Man, first off, let me tell y'all why I'm kind of affected at the moment. And not that I want to be, but, transparent moment before we get to all the foolishness. I just got word that one of our dear friends, dear friends, who has already dealt with cancer. The cancer came back. She beat it a second time. It is now back again. That was not good news. That kind of like shook me a little bit. Hey, Lady E, thank you for being number 18. Glad to give you the notification. All right, y'all. Hands and feet. Holla at Miss Sparkle, ladies. So it was crazy to hear that. I felt really bad hearing that. Beautiful lady, strong nurse. Known her for over 20 years. Solid nurse. We nursed together. We were nursing together over at the prison at Lower Correctional. And, you know, it's just crazy. I'm just like really in shock a little bit because I literally just got this news right after I hit the live button and turn the music on for y'all to come in here. So I'm a little thrown off just because I'm sad that that's happening to her, among other things. So definitely we'll be praying for her children, her grown children and her big grandchildren that, you know, they can keep their mama comfortable and, you know, keep her spirits up while we pray through this next obstacle. Because this is just, I'm claiming that it's just an obstacle. And we're going to pray through this next obstacle. So, that kind of stuff gets to me. But I'm going to say this, and then we're going to get to the mess. We're going to, be serious for a quick second, and then we're going to get to the foolishness. But the same thing that, my other dear friends and I were just encouraging ourselves on was the fact that nothing's permanent. And I don't know who needs to hear it. Nothing is permanent. Hey, Rochelle, thank you for being number 19. Nothing's permanent. The bad, the good, the whatever. Ain't nothing permanent. If you got your hand in God's hand, there's nothing permanent. Nothing. Not sickness, not your money problems, not your man problems, not your children problems. Baby, not even the grave. Nothing's permanent. Keep your hand in God's hand. Continue to pray. Continue to trust him for everything. Always remember, time is on your side because whatever's in your life is just for a season. It's not permanent, not even the grave. Because once you hit there, that grave ain't permanent. Death don't have the sting you think it got, and that grave ain't got the power you think it got. If you keep your hand in his hand, even that grave is going to be a temporary obstacle because there's something waiting on you on the other side. Okay? So just be encouraged. Let's all encourage each other. I love y'all. We come in here to cut up and act a fool and clown and laugh because sometimes we got to laugh and talk about the mess to get through the day. But don't lose sight in all the laughing, kiki and cackling and cutting up. Do not lose sight of the fact that God is sovereign. Don't lose sight of the fact that he is still everything. He's everything you need, everything you have, everything you've gotten, and everything that you ain't got yet. He is everything. So don't lose sight. Keep your chin up. Keep praying. Stay positive. If you feel like you're down, go in Discord. It's some sisters in there that'll back you up. We cut the fool. We play hard, but we pray hard. So chin up, y'all. Chin up. Now, and I mean that. Now, let me tell y'all what's going on with the mess. So I woke up this morning. First off, I didn't go to sleep till this morning. But then I woke up later in the morning. Okay? Now, we had a little funky weather over here in Mississippi. But it had cleared up and the sun was out, but it looked like it want to come back. I hope it don't, but it looked like it do. But I woke up and the weather was doing what it was doing. It was acting funky. And so I say, well, let me see what's going on. Because before I could even go to bed this morning, earlier in the morning, around about like 3, 4 in the morning, I find out that the mess had already kicked off. Already had done kicked off. Now we had talked to I had talked to our little nephew Showface over there, and that was early 4 in the morning. We was in Discord and we was both saying, yeah, something finna happen. Like you could feel the static in the air. It was mess coming. Child, the mess started about 3 something, 2, 3 something, 4 something in the morning. First of all, Lil Wayne's son done exposed Drake, done told everybody that wouldn't be no Drake the way he is right now, because Wayne was writing all his stuff, because they was like, who better, Wayne or Drake? He was like, how you even gonna say he better than my daddy when my daddy was writing his stuff? I said, wait a minute, hold on, Hattie. So Wayne was writing in the beginning, then you had Quentin Miller and Yachty and everybody in the OVO sweatshop writing later. I say, wait a minute. I say, see, and I told nephew, I say, something else coming. This ain't all. Something else finna jump off. And I knew it. Baby, did it jump off. Hey, come again. How you doing, Bookie? Hey, D. Seratinas, thank you for being 29. So listen, I'm thinking, okay, I know something coming, but I don't know what. So we kept going through the day, all of us, me, y'all, everybody. Then we started seeing the Kelli and Brit of it all, the makeup wars over at RHOA. So now Kelly's stylist done jumped off in the social media. He putting his 2 cents in. I'm seeing pictures of him other places that confirm some of y'all theories, because it wasn't mine. I didn't come up with that. Hey, Queen, thank you for being number 23. So we got to get into the makeup gate. Then I look up and see 50 Cent, his baby mama is still feuding. So we're going to talk about that. Not Daphne Joy. Not Miss, I'm going to feed you, rub your feet, and give you a bath after I get hunched. Not that one. The first baby mama, Seanitra. Baby, her and 50 Cent is going at it. And she telling everything. Baby, she done did a live stream. I think it was an Instagram live stream, and somebody got on a live with her or whatever. So she went to telling all his business. Then we find out, I think late last night, Bambi done lost her man after she done made all that noise. My man, her man gone. They say R. Kelly done overdosed it down to the prison. Oh, yes. Oh, baby, it's messes. And we got to talk about something we hit on, but something tapped me yesterday evening and said, we got to revisit this story with Drake and Jagmeet too. The politician over there in Canada. Oh, yeah, because there's some blackmailing going on. Somebody is blackmailing. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it, and we're going to listen to what's being said, okay? Because somebody doing some blackmailing. So we got to get through all of the foolishness, and we're going to start with the makeup gate over there at RHOA. That's where we're going to start at, okay? We're going to start there. So let's share the screen. Go on, get comfortable, because we got to get through this one, and then we got to come back because it's more mess. I ain't even going to mention the other mess for the other stream. We'll deal with that then. Let me see. Okay. We're going to talk about R. Kelly on the next stream. Not on this one. On the next one. Hey, Auntie Kim. Girl, how you doing? It's so good to see you. Listen, it's a lot of foolishness today. I say, what in the heck is going on? Everybody just said, they just threw the cards up in the air and don't care where they fall. That's all I can say. Everybody threw their cards into the air, just tossed them up, and do not care where they fall. The people do not care. Oh, and I want to say too, before we get into the heavy duty and the foolish gossip of the day, y'all pray for the people in Benway State in Nigeria. Pray for the people in Benway State, justice for Benway, okay? Them herdsmen done went over there and killed up all them people. And I'm talking about men, women, children, old folks. Some of them pictures I saw had my heart about to just fall out. Like, it was so horrible. I got one partner that's Idoma. I need to check on them. I need to check on them and see how his people doing. But yeah, y'all pray for them people over there in Benway State. Like, everything just went haywire. Dana Brown, thank you for being 27. Delicia, thank you for being 28. But yeah, them herdsmen went over there, butchered them people, man. I mean, young kids. They was just, hey, it's bad. Pray for them people for real. Like, no joke. All bull crap aside. Pray for them people. Like, it's really messed up. And I mean really messed up. Like I be feeling crazy sometimes when I got to deliver the bad news. I really feel crazy when I got to deliver the bad news when it's stuff like, you know, like you got funny stuff that's lighthearted or whatever, and it's just, you know, regular gossip. Then you got this heavy duty stuff that just pop up, and it's like, man, how are we supposed to manage all of this? Hey, Marsh, pretty picture, sis. Welcome. Yeah, so y'all start using this hashtag. You know, let's draw attention to what's going on. I'm gonna put the hashtag in the chat. Justice for Benway, man. Delicia, thank you so much for the super sticker, sis. I appreciate it. My first support of the whole day. Thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. Oh, housekeeping, like button. Put your like number in the chat. Greet anyone that's new. If you're new, please put FTL for first time live. Also, no, if y'all say curse words, please misspell them. No bickering or arguing in the chat. Everybody be friendly. If we see new folks, we welcome. Y'all know the rules. Hey, I'm that girl. Thank you for being number 31. So did. This is what we ran into. This right here. This right here. So Kelli took it on herself to post a picture of, I don't know whether that's a dog with makeup on with a blonde Chinese bang, and said, imagine me arguing with a worker / scammer / fan. Girl, who's the fan? We just learning who you are. Like, whatever. But the stylist though, this fella, Paris, I don't trust him either, because there's something wrong with him. It's something definitely wrong with this Paris person. Definitely. And we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it because something about this don't sit right with me. It don't sit right. At all. Okay? So let's dig in, shall we? Now, she said, imagine me arguing with a worker scammer fan, right? This person responded and said, obviously he had a falling out with Kelli. Now he jumps in and says, actually, not at all. When someone calls your phone and starts screaming and talking to you crazy and using profanity, and you actually were doing them a favor, it's very easy to walk away. Kelli isn't a bad person. She just loves drama too much. Mr. Paris Che, or whatever he put, is it Che or Chi? I don't know what he called himself. Mr. Paris, I think we can say that. I think that's fair. Mr. Paris, we begs to differ. That lady ain't called you screaming and talking to you crazy and cussing unless something happened. You know, don't start the story in the middle. I don't like people that start the story in the middle, because when people start the story in the middle, I start getting, you know, them Drew vibes. I start getting them Mia Thornton vibes. I start getting them Phaedra Parks vibes. When you start a story in the middle, you leaving out stuff, and usually it's because you're making an attempt at deception. Okay. Now, I would like to know what happened before she started screaming and talking crazy and cussing. So clearly y'all fell out. Ain't no, not at all. You didn't fall out. Actually, you did fall out. Y'all fell out. You did something, or she did something, and you did something in response, and then she was cussing at that. But something went on before the yelling and the cussing and the hollering, is all I'm saying. Don't come and piss on our foot and tell us it's raining, because that's nasty. Okay, you want to pee on somebody's foot, you go find Drake. You do not piss on us and tell us it's rain, Paris, okay? Because something went on here. And it's clear because then he started responding to the people in the comment sections on social media. Somebody said it's messy. He said he likes the comment, right? He likes the comment. Then this Bravo prison pipeline, I'm assuming this is on Twitter, said, while Kelli is fake AF, why did Brit think it would be okay, would go over well to have a staff meeting with people who are not a part of her official team? All that money, and you can at least, you can get your own makeup artist at least. So he's taking up for Kelli. So you definitely, not Kelli, you taking up for Brit. So you definitely fell out with Kelli. So he says, but Kelli came to the meeting in the end drunk. Brit even Ubered her there. So her showing up after she found out about it does not mean that it didn't happen behind her back. Don't do that. Don't do that. But that's not all, y'all. That ain't all. That ain't all. So more was said. Hey, Siobhan. More was said. Then this person said, my theory is Brit's money is funny, and Kelli knows she probably won't pay consistently and doesn't want to mess up her established relationship with her glam team. Now, I want to stick with this comment because I didn't think of it that way, but this young lady has a point, and she could be on to something. She could. I just took it as the girl got tired of this hell for freeloading, okay? Because we all saw Brit don't have a style team, so I loaned her mine. And then it turns into a meeting behind the girl's back with said team. I just took it as, Kelli just wanted to have a friend that had money. That's the way I took it. And she wanted to be at the cool kids table. But this young lady could have a point. It could well be. It could well be that she was like, because see, when she don't go paying, when she don't pay right, it's going to turn into a mess. And then they're going to drag me into it. And the reason I say that this young lady could be on to something. Hey, Daphne Sylvester, how you doing? Y'all like this video? Share this video. Pretty please. Hold on. I just thought about it's the middle of the day. Some of our folks are still on Instagram and don't know we on YouTube. Wait a minute. I know y'all going to get me for this, but forgive me because y'all know how I am. Peanut in the chat. She number 40. Hey, Miss Peanut. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure we got everybody real fast. Hello, family on Instagram. If y'all on Instagram and you're not on YouTube, come over to YouTube because we're getting ready to get into the makeup wars on RHOA. We got to get into not just the makeup wars on RHOA. We also got to get into what's going on with 50 Cent and his baby mammy. We got to get into Drake possibly blackmailing that politician up there in Canada because I don't know what's going on, but something is very, very funny, and we're going to talk about that. And the Lil Wayne situation with his son telling all the business, we're going to get into that. So we are live on YouTube. I need y'all to head on over. Bianca is modding here. She modding there. She modding everywhere. She put the link in the chat. Head to YouTube because I know some of y'all at work and don't know that we're live. So come on over, okay? Love y'all. Bye. So look, we know that it's possible. Like we know it's possible that Kelli could have felt that way because we saw what she did with the makeup, not makeup, but the event decorator. That girl had to go and pay a lawyer to do a letter of debt for $1,700. So I think it's very, very, very possible that Kelli could have felt like, because you be paying funny and you be doing funny stuff. And I don't want you messing up my situation. Now me and my team beefing. Okay. It's possible. This young lady really could real life be on to something. Like for real. She really could be on to something, y'all. Okay. But Paris was like, well, Brit pays well and promptly on time. Honey, you just meeting her. Despite what you may have seen on one episode. See, this is the thing. This is how I know you fell out with Kelli. Because you're not even keeping it funky. Sir, you was at the event at the country club because we was told that Kelli brought her whole team. And when Brit refused to feed y'all, Kelli had to feed y'all out of her own pocket. So it was an event with no food, a fabulous cocktail dinner party with no dinner. How dreadful. Shout out to Dwight. Get well soon. But now it's like, oh, despite what you've seen on one episode, we're not talking about the paper towels and the $250 cash app, son. It's the fact that she got a whole lawsuit from the country club for 10 racks, and she ain't paid that decorator. That girl had to get a lawyer for a measly $1,750. So this ain't about no one episode. See, Paris, you done fell out with her. When I first was looking at your responses, I didn't really pay attention and dissect it, but it's giving you fell out with Kelli, and so now you trying to get in between what's going on with her and Brit. I don't know what kind of name you think you're making for yourself, because I can't see too many people hiring you after this. Okay. She actually pays right before you leave her presence. The Apple Pay goes straight through. Okay, keep dealing with her, because that decorator got her first payment too. Then he said, not everything is tea. Some stuff is just business. And if it doesn't make sense for me or my bank account or brand, I pivot and change directions, as well as I'm big on respect. Don't talk crazy to me. I don't mind going to jail. Now, this is where I really got to look at him like, you and this girl fell out, because you a grown man talking about going to jail for tussling with a woman. DT in the house. Hey. What's up, sweet tea? Thank you for being 44. Y'all hit the like button. Run me up. Why do we have a grown man talking about you don't mind going to jail behind a woman's mouth? She's a woman. She got mouth. And if her mouth disturbs you, then don't talk to her. But the idea that you talking about you don't mind going to jail, sir, are you telling us that you're not above assaulting a woman? Is that what you're telling us? Are you indicating to us that you will batter this woman, that you would physically accost, attack, or harm this woman? Is that what you're telling us? Because that's not the verbiage of someone who has not fallen out with somebody. By the time, sir, you're online talking about going to jail over a woman's mouth, oh, darling, you falling out. You falling out. I just want to hear from Kelli. What happened that made her call you cussing and screaming and stuff? Aries Diva, how you doing? Hit the like button, boo. Let me make sure I'm getting bubbles, because we got a lot of stuff to get through. And I'm going to do it because I love y'all. But I do need my bubbles. I need my bubbles. I need my likes. Let me see if I'm getting my bubbles and or my likes. Oh, there goes some bubbles. Okay. Hey, too adorable. Come again, say he forgot his gender. Isn't that something? Isn't it? Too adorable said, I'm confused. If it's strictly business, then why is he acting up? Just make sure next time she hires you that you charge more, right? If she hires you. Because I'm hearing that she gave them an ultimatum. If y'all dealing with Brit, stay away from me. So are you salty because she don't want to be bothered with mixing business with Brit because she knows it's finna be messy? Huh? Thank you for being 45, Aries Diva. Quiet Storm, thank you for being 46. What up, Miss M, Miss J? Miss J in the house. Hey, happy Tuesday. Y'all hit the like button. Camille Fun. Hey, girl. Hello, M. Jones. How are you? So dig, right? Hold on. We got a good, 13 people in my house that don't like me. And y'all know I'm sensitive, but not in the way you think. So please hit the like button, because I don't want to do Duolingo this early in the day, but I will, because I can always use the practice. So please hit the like button, okay? So this definitely ain't no just business. It's given he didn't like the ultimatum. And I'm going to tell you something else that's kind of striking me as odd. Why you the only member of the style team talking? The rest of them don't feel that way. The rest of them ain't ready to mess up their money for a Brit either. So why would you? Even say, I don't mind going to jail is a threat. She need to get a TRO. Yep, definitely. Hey, Tamika Graham, thank you for being 48. Okay, DT, come on, Duolingo. Baby, they're going to have me over here fluent. Okay. Let me see. Warfield. Feichong Show Han Yu. Okay. So somebody said it, you know, that this was the comment with him saying that obviously they have not fallen out, right? That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, but it don't add up. Now we can't play the after show stuff live because that's Bravo property and I don't want no smoke. But we sure gonna take a chance and play this clip from Kelli.
Surprised to hear that Brit is suing Bravo. I mean, whoa, that made complete headlines last week.
Yeah, you know, I definitely can't speak on that, but I mean, it's very clear that some of us might need a little help with paying some bills, so who knows?
Oh, okay, so do you think it was like maybe a money grab type of situation? Like,
I think we're all thinking the same thing.
so I know fans were shocked when they found out that y'all filmed the reunion without Kenya and Brit. What was it like not having them in the room?
Honestly, you know, I feel like the room wasn't as complete as it should have been. I really wish that Kenya would have been there to, you know, just kind of give her spiel and her side of the story. I wish Brit was there to just kind of be accountable for her actions. So, yeah.
So you said Brit be accountable for...
Did you catch the difference? She says, this, I'm trying to point it out. Like some of this might have started with the money stuff. It might have started with the makeup, but this clearly runs deeper because there's a difference in the words that she using. Now, she was kind of funny to say it's clear some of us might need some help paying some bills. I said, now that's messy, but you know, hey, all's fair in love and shade. However, she said she wished that not Kelli, but Kenya and Brit was there because she said, get this. She wanted Kenya to tell her side of the story, but she wanted Brit to be accountable. So I'm like, what in the hell? This girl, she pulled a whole 180 on Brit. Right, DT? This runs deeper. This runs deeper, baby. Words mean things. One need to tell their side of the story, and the other one need to be accountable. Oh, baby, that was deep. That was deep. You didn't say both of them need to be there to tell their side of the story and, you know, from their own perspectives. One need to tell a side of the story, and the other one need to be accountable. I'm child. Listen, to Adorable say production effed up. They never held her accountable. When they never held her accountable when she threatened Kenya, I don't feel bad that they got sued. Me neither. Me neither. Come again, say Bravo been asking to be sued since Nene put Andy on blast. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Instead of them straightening up and flying right, it's like they doubled down to try to prove that, you know, we will be as bold as we want and we will not, you know, bow down to lawsuits or whatever they were thinking. But they got too bold and, you know, like Icarus, they flew too close to the sun. Okay. But let's let her finish, and then we're gonna look. We're gonna do an audio so y'all can hear what the other girls are saying about Makeup Gate, because whatever's going on with Kelli and Brit, baby, this run deeper than the makeup and a couple of coins. It does.
Over actions. What do you mean by that?
I think you guys just definitely have to tune in. I think people will see in those last few episodes of probably why she did this.
Okay, so Kenya made it.
So she's saying, because the lady tried to ask her, well, what you mean by she need to be accountable? And she was like, you just got to keep watching. So she's saying in the last few episodes, we going to see why she need to be accountable. And maybe we going to see why she didn't show up to that reunion. I want to know what the hell is going to happen. We still have not seen what she had day about Shamil's little sick baby, because I hope she didn't say nothing too like crazy. Like, you know how people are. Sometimes people talk about your parenting and people will deflect and say, oh, you talking about my baby, when they talking about your parenting. So I really want to wait and see what was actually said. Now, while I don't like Brit Edie, like I don't like any of them, I'm not in a hurry to put that jacket on her until I see exactly what she said. Okay.
So she did want to be. Were you surprised to hear that Brit is... So Kenya made it clear she did want to be there at the reunion and she felt like she should have been. Do you think that she deserves a seat there? I mean, do you feel like she deserves to be back on the show, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, I definitely feel like Kenya, definitely, you know, she's an OG. She definitely has put in the work to, you know, bring the fans exactly what they wanted and what they're looking for. So I hate that she wasn't there, but I would love to see her back, you know, hopefully for a savory 17.
I love it. I mean, so Kenya made it clear she did.
So yeah, at this point, Kelli is making it very clear that she don't do Bang Bang. She don't do Bang Bang at all. Yeah, that's why I'm at. Like, how low can you go? In the words of Ludacris, how low can you go? Okay. Hey, Deborah Randall. Thank you for being 51, sis. So I hope she gets a new set of veneers if she win the lawsuit. You're crazy. And I love it. DS, what happened to the reflection corner? We ain't running it no more. Because Too Adorable should have been ushered right on in there. Right on in there. So we got to get into the audio. We got to get into the audio. Hold on. Because I'm very, I don't know. Like when I say I'm up in the air, I'm up in the air on this. But I feel like there's something more to this story and they're not telling us everything. I think she didn't know that girl as well as she pretended. I don't think Kelli and Brit knew each other as well as they pretended. I think once they got in the mix and they was having to kind of lean on each other against the other ladies, you know, based on whatever production told them to do, that she found out that she didn't really like that girl for real. And rather than keeping it real, she just cozied up to Shamia and then flipped the script on that girl. That's what I think happened. And I think, you know, a little bit of that usury, you know, the using that Brit was doing, I think it kind of pushed her. But, you know, people are cowardly. They're not just going to say what it is. They'll rather call it something else. Because y'all not beefing this hard about no makeup. You're not. So I think she should get the toilet seats replaced. You're crazy. DS, this is how you can't keep people in the corner because you're in the corner. You and Too Adorable, y'all hold hands. See y'all together. She got the popcorn. There it is. So listen. Let's listen to the audio of what all the girls had to say about Makeup Gate because there's something more to this story. But listen now.
What came back to me was that Kelli gave the stylist an ultimatum that if he's doing Brit, he can no longer do her. Like, yeah. And Brit was really hurt, and she felt like if Kelli wanted to like not share the stylist anymore, that could have been a conversation, and felt some kind of way that Kelli just gave allegedly the stylist, an ultimatum to just like choose or whatever.
We've always shared the same plan. Never a problem.
Never. So because once the makeup artist do the makeup on that's dangerous.
You being a bad bitch and you being bad has nothing to do with it.
No, it doesn't.
So how does it go bad behind the makeup? Long and short, Kelli had introduced me to her glam.
I don't go anywhere without my glam squad. And Harris is my stylist.
Yeah, that's what keep out now.
Brit doesn't have a stylist, and recommended Harris.
Started working with the team. We go to Nashville. She, Kelli, wanted to do matching looks. I'm kind of a bad bitch by myself. I never needed a role.
What came back to me was
Bad bitch by myself.
I never needed a role.
So she was like, girl, you know, let's bust this down. Let's tag team. And I was like, okay. Cute. So I was like, okay. So then we get to Nashville, you know, oh, they're working on her makeup too long. They're working on her hair too long. Her videos look better. And then she didn't want me to like post any. It got really weird. So her team was like, hey, bro, Kelli has asked all of us to not work with you.
No.
Whoa.
Can we talk about the videographer, the stylist, makeup, and hair? That's that girl's whole team. She said she recommended Paris to you. Why would you need her manager, her makeup artist, her videographer? If that's her glam team, that's her glam team. And Portia and Phaedra is full of crap. Can we just be for real? If you can acknowledge that Portia and Phaedra are full of horse crap, please put a 1 in the chat. Let me put my 1 first. If they're being perfectly honest and reasonable, put a 3. But if you can acknowledge that Portia and Phaedra are full of crap, please put a 1 in the chat. First of all, we have watched RHOA long enough that we have never seen them have a glam team go from one person room to another person room. Cut the crap. It's never happened. So for Brit to sit there and say that the girl said you working on her too long, that's legit because she paid your airfare for you to be where y'all at. So you cannot expect the person who's footing the bill to have to wait for you to get finished fixing on this person who's maybe only paying you for a service. And she done footed the bill for your airfare, your travel, your accommodations, and everything. That's not fair. That's like, oh, Nitra, you're going to pay for all the catering, but I'm going to say, well, it's technically mine too, but I'm only going to buy ice and paper cups and plates. Like, please stop. Trina say, hey, she getting her workout in. Okay. Right. But that's not what went on with Kelli and the freeloading bang bang sleazy. That's not what went on. At some point, we're going to have to acknowledge that Phaedra and Portia is full of crap. She is full of equine dookie. Both of them. You can't expect that lady to be coming out of her pocket to accommodate these people, keep them comfortable, pay their wages and everything. And then she got to wait for them to get through with you first. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And anybody acting like that girl is wrong for feeling like that, you full of equine dookie too. Even if you're a lovely person. You just, at this moment, you just may be a lovely person that's full of equine dookie. Okay? Now, on top of that, she recommended you a stylist. Why don't you have a whole team? Why don't you have a whole team? Why would you need the makeup artist and the manager and the videographer? And of course, she's going to say something like, oh, her video is better than mine. Why wouldn't she? She's spending the money. They supposed to be working like it's the last day on earth at the Costco to make sure her stuff look good because she's the one that's signing the check. Somebody saying, well, why are you here? Can you do me and I'll shoot you a couple of coins? Is not the same thing. Because I can guarantee you Bang Bang did not pay for none of y'all flights or your accommodations. I know she didn't. We all know she didn't. Not miss being sued by the country club and a letter of debt from the decorator for $1,750. She didn't pay for your stuff. So I can understand that girl having an issue. I can understand it. They are full of it. Full of it.
I'm extending my team until she could find one. But at the same time, it's
Listen.
like, damn, do you want my gynecologist too? How can you really be my friend if you really hating on that girl? What's the grenade at? Yep.
First of all, how is that hating? Like, you're a user and you don't even realize. It's either she doesn't realize or she's just so sinister that if you don't let her use you, you're hating. Like, what kind of garbage is that? If that girl extended her team to you as help until you could get your own because she was trying to be a friend in the beginning and she didn't want people talking about you, girl, stop it. DT says she could pay if she won that lawsuit. Well, she gonna sure have to prove her case. Auntie Kim says it's a shame because they both look a mess. Both of them look a mess. Both of them. Brit couldn't even feed the people peanuts and Kool-Aid. Couldn't. So if you done did whatever you did to come up with a couple dollars to pay for a makeup job after somebody done paid for them people whole accommodations, you can't expect that lady to be cool with having to wait for you to get done first when she the one footing the bill. She just had her ex-husband rob her. Why she gonna let you rob her too? And talking about something, you can't be no friend to me if you hating. No, she could be your friend and not let you use her. People have a right to have boundaries. Bang, bang. Kenya didn't want to be threatened to be shot. Angela didn't want you yelling at her about gossip you heard about her husband. She wasn't okay with that. Shamia and Kelli felt like if they donating for hurricane victims and stuff, and that y'all doing charity, that maybe 3 rolls of toilet paper and a $250 cash app wasn't okay. This girl said you can use my glam till you get some glam. And you thought I'm gonna just take them over and I'm gonna do staff meetings and stuff. Ma'am, you have a problem with boundaries. Like, people like to play crazy online because right now, there's a Shamia hate train that's like roaring into the station. So since Kelly, flopped on Bang Bang and is hanging up under Shamia, everybody can't see what's really going on. This is raggedy. This is raggedy. This is raggedy business. Lord, the corner eat better than the folks that depend on Brit. Listen, y'all be having snacks and everything in the corner, okay? Too Adorable say her pockets are bare and naked. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's what's going on, and that's why we doing bogus, frivolous lawsuits and stuff, hoping to come up on a couple of quarters. Yeah, the person who is paying should be done first. Thank you. Hey, IMC Brown, how you been? It's good to see you. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, y'all got some stuff going on here. And of course, Angela is happy in the after show to talk about. See, I saw something with the friends. It's the friends. Because for whatever reason, Angela Oakley has declared herself the friend police. I'm not sure why. But for some reason, she's declared herself the friend police. So we're not extending thoughts and prayers for no makeup wars. Not until y'all tell us what the hell is really going on. Y'all gonna have to tell us what's really happening before that. Bravo should at least hire stylists and wardrobe and makeup. No, they shouldn't, because this is a reality show. It's not a scripted show. So from the very inception, these ladies have always been responsible for their own glam. That's part of the lifestyle stuff. They're supposed to be showing lifestyle. If you can't afford glam, why are you on a reality show where you're supposed to be showing opulent lifestyles? It's giving you cannot afford an opulent lifestyle. So maybe you should be hanging out with the rest of us who can't afford an opulent lifestyle. You don't go on a show to present an image that you can't afford and expect the network to foot the bill. Because that's how she was acting about her weird country club polo, mini golf and stilettos, draws in an empty brown pasteboard box party with no food. I want to look fancy. I don't know how, but Bravo, can you pay? That is not what we that's not what we tune into this show to watch. We don't. Yeah, they should have done her in the spare time with the time that was left over. Not dedicating all your time to her and then throwing on like 5 pounds of Color Riot makeup on Kelly's face and sending her out looking like Ron McDonald. Because that's what they did to her. I was wondering why Kelly was looking like Ronald McDonald. Now we know, because they was rushing through her stuff after they done spent all the time trying to make Bang Bang not look like a leather sock puppet. Right, Angela need to go St. Charles. Your lunch is ready, but we know he do all the cooking, so maybe after he finished cooking, she could put it on the plate and she could sing it to him and saunter over, give him a little show. I'm sure he would enjoy it. That is his lovely wife. Put on a show for Charles and stop being the friend police. Too Adorable say you can't show that you broke and dusty on RHOA. Yeah, no. And I think Kelly actually, like, for all her faults, and I don't really like her, but for all her faults, I think she was trying to be a friend when she extended her glam as an interim solution to her friend not having no glam. I think that was fair. But I think it's also fair to say that you don't want to be used. Like, nobody don't want to be used. Quiet Storm says she definitely should have talked to Mona Scott Young for a spot on Love and Hip Hop. She definitely should. I don't think Bravo is paying for glam for the other franchises either. I don't think that they're sitting around broke, busted, and disgusted trying to find somebody to use to pay for some Maybelline and some MAC and some Fenty and some, Pat McGrath. Like, I don't think that's happening. I think Brit was in over her head, and now here we go. Y'all see how they cutting up in the corner? All the snacks, all the year 3000 snacks. They got them. So look, I want y'all to think back. Please forgive my hoarse voice. Hold on. Because I got to get this out. I want y'all to think back to Brit's polo country club golf draws in a box party, right? Remember, we heard House of Aaron say that he heard Brit say, because remember, him and Benworthy was there. Remember, we heard him say that Kelli had said, I'm ready to go. I want to go hang. I want to go hang with my real friends. And I'm like, oh, she just done switched completely out. Something tells me that whatever happened with the style team and her trying to have a staff meeting with somebody else's staff behind that girl back at her house had happened before then. Something tells me that had happened before then. That's why she was already kind of fed up. Yep, IMC Brown said they not. Lisa Rinna said Bravo should. And Lisa Rinna can, you know, she clearly using some type of substance too if she think that. Them people is not doing that. Y'all that show lifestyle, show it. Show it. And Bravo ain't got no business paying for that. Now, their health insurance, that's what they need to be fighting for. That's what Nene was trying to get them to say, and you know, to do. And so was Bethany Frankel with her racist tail. Even she was trying to get them to do health insurance and stuff. That they should do, because they working on sets that y'all have rented, paid for, and controlled or whatever. If they get hurt or something happened, they should have insurance, but they don't. But anyway, I think that's been going on from all the way back over in there. All the way back over in there. So now I'm going to give y'all the option. Y'all tell me who y'all want to address next. Do y'all want to address 50 Cent and his baby mama, the first baby mama, Marquise mama, the grown child mama? Or do y'all want to dig into Aubrey and his possible blackmail of the Canadian politician Jagmeet? It's up to y'all. Tell me in the chat who y'all want next, because either way, we got to get them both. And while y'all figuring that out, let's take a look at what Lil Wayne's son had to say that's done shook up the internet. Okay, I see 50 Cent, Sharon Middleton. Okay. Okay, I see 2 for 50. Because Seanitra ain't playing. Like literally at all. I'm not even sure what he's supposed to do. Like, what do you do? Because you can't, like, you can't bully her. Like, that's clear. She's not afraid of you. Look, like, you know, when she decides to talk, her mouth can be just as bad as yours. So I'm not really sure what you gonna do. Like, she don't depend on you for no child support and nothing else. She depends on you for nothing. So I don't really know what he could do to her to make her stop. And she telling stuff. Hold on. Yeah. Let me see what kind of votes we got before we go check on Lil Wayne's son. I see 50. So 50 is next, but take a look at this first, because this is what shook the people up early in the morning, 4 in the morning. Okay. Let me share the screen. Come again, say get them all. Yep. Sometimes you got to do it. Hey, Queen of Hearts, Cass. So look, we're gonna
on God, like if it wasn't for my pops, then
hold on, we're gonna run it back.
Who's better?
Hold on, we're gonna give it a second, y'all. We're gonna run it back. I want y'all to hear what Lil Wayne said to say. While Lil Wayne's hair may have, you know, left the building, his son's hair has not. That baby got a head full of hair. A head full. So look, listen. This is how Lil Wayne's son decided he was gonna shake up the internet 4 in the morning. Okay, check this out.
Who's better, Lil Wayne or Drake?
Lil Wayne. My dad wrote most of the shit. So I mean, on God, like if it wasn't for my pops, then it wouldn't be no Drake. Like I'm for real. I mean, it probably would be a Drake, but he wouldn't be where he at now.
No, that's completely. Who's better, Lil Wayne
y'all
or Drake?
saw the young man that called himself interviewing him went to stuttering, talking about that. Don't stutter. That. Listen, let me let y'all hear what he said one more time, because like I said, everything in the world went to jumping off at the same time. 4 in the morning, just everybody just woke up or didn't go to bed and just decided, mess, here it go. Listen again, one more time.
Who's better, Lil Wayne or Drake?
Lil Wayne. My dad wrote most of the shit. So I mean, on God, like if it wasn't for my pops, then it wouldn't be no Drake. Like for real. I mean, it probably would be a Drake, but he wouldn't be where he at now.
No, that's completely
That's completely. Listen, son, ain't no need in turning into Porky Pig. And who put that bowl on your head and cut your hair? Oh, little fella. But yeah, so that's how Lil Wayne's son done shook up all types of stuff. Baby, the people is shook up. Y'all know them Drake fans over there, drinking black coffee and smoking filterless cigarettes, trying to get through this. Yeah, he looking at just like his daddy. Wayne marked that child. That mama must have been mad with him when she was pregnant. Siobhan said the non-blacks love Drake because Drake gives them proximity to some of our culture. That's exactly what it is. He was their passport to gentrify black culture. Excuse me, black American culture. That's what it was. So they hanging on him for dear life. When he got evicted, they felt like we put 3-day notices on their door too. They felt like we sent Bianca out there to go walk them apartments hey, and tape them notices to the door. That's why they so emotionally attached and hurt up and stuff. So that's what Wayne's son done. He done went on and spilled the beans. That his daddy done wrote a whole mess of stuff for him, and I believe it. Because see, when Aubrey was on MySpace, he was trying to sound like Joe Budden. Then when they, Jazz Prince them got a hold to him and slid him up under Wayne, then you trying to make Southern music and you really don't know how to do it. So you trying to make the little party booty shaking music. I believe Wayne probably did write most of all his stuff. Okay, Bianca laughing because see, they think you did it, B. They think you was out there taping notices on those. They think that's what happened. But listen, think about it now. Think back. If you don't spend all your time trying to rap like Joe Budden, according to you, that was your idol. We heard you trying to rap on the radio, reading off a BlackBerry, talking about, yeah, I said that. Yeah, that's who you were. So for you to end up down to the bottom, trying to make music that more closely resemble the music in the South, Wayne probably did write all that stuff. See, what is given is Drake, is Elvis Presley to Lil Wayne's Big Mama Thornton. Okay. Y'all, the weather bad, and y'all know the Xfinity is raggedy. Okay. However, we ain't going nowhere. But I think that's what really is. I think that's what went on. I think Lil Wayne was Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne was electric and charismatic and talented and all that stuff. But it definitely, I don't put it past the record labels. Don't forget they did it before. And they wanted a way in to get a hold to some of this black money, for some of this black talent, for some of this black currency, some of this black power. And what they did was took Lil Wayne and repackaged him. Let's repackage you. We're not gonna go all the way to blonde hair and blue eyes, but if we can get, half a clear Canadian, half a clearly Canadian, and we could repackage you with some proximity to some Ashkenazi, so we can let the other ones in, because we've been wanting to gentrify your stuff. We've been wanting to steal your stuff since Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. We've been wanting to steal your stuff since we said it was a fad and then Run DMC came in. We've been wanting to steal your stuff since LL Cool J originally rocked the bells. We've been wanting to steal y'all stuff for a long time. So they had the perfect storm. You had Wayne, somebody with absolutely no racial consciousness or responsibility. This the same person that's colorist as hell and set up and told y'all racism don't exist. So he didn't see the danger. He didn't even realize they were sending somebody to replace you. They sent you and told you to train your replacement. That's what I just got from this boy. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. That child ain't talking like that for nothing. He said what he said because he's saying what he done heard at the house. That's what he heard at home. Because he wasn't alive when things was going down like that. If he was in Pampers and pull-ups. I don't know how old he is. But they told him to train his replacement, and because he's not racially conscious, because he's not racially responsible, he has no responsibility or connection to his people. He don't care about the history of a thing, because if he did, he would have known that they just pulled the Elvis Presley on you. They pulled the Elvis Presley. They took you, your time, your talent, your energy, and tried to repackage it in something real watered down and gentrified and disgusting. And that further explains why I just hated Drake from the first time I ever looked at him. Y'all know I told you, first time I ever seen him, he was so stabbable. I was like, where them old school cats? Ain't nobody robbed him and threw him in a dumpster yet. Like, what? Why is he here? And the little kids was like, that's Drake. And I was like, ugh. Because it never felt right to me. I love when I'm validated later. Even said everyone on the show, including production, was capping for Brit for her to go play victim behind the stream. They was. Hold on. Wanted to steal since the Funky Four. The minute they said the minute they saw that them telling us it was a fad and we didn't drop it, they wanted to steal. Ever since they banned Uncle Luke and he took it all the way to the Supreme Court with ban and then wrote banned in the USA, and now we got explicit lyrics labels on albums and we still ain't stopped. They've been trying to find a way to steal it ever since. They couldn't steal it with House of Pain. You couldn't steal it with Third Base. You couldn't steal it with Vanilla Ice. They done tried everything. Hell, they couldn't steal it with Eminem. And they say, wait. See, this American Negro, they're way too, defensive against us. If we send one of ours in, just fully one of ours, they gonna embrace a little bit, but they ain't gonna never let us just walk off and take that. So they decided, well, he's got a little bit of them in him, so they won't fight this, because a lot of them still sick from all the stuff we did to them. So they desperately want to call everything that even got a drop of black. This will work. And they went and repackaged him as a half a clear. That's what they did. And tried to put all his mojo, all Wayne mojo into that aardvark. Fatima say the tuna sandwich cry racial Bunty is essentially Justin Timberlake meets Mossad. There it is. Adrian Marie, thank you for being 59. Yep, we invited him in just like the movie Sinners. But unlike Sinners though, well, actually, just in a way, just like Sinners, because in the movie, the ones that was purely clear, they knew to not let them in. But somebody that they saw as having a speck of black, you call it black because there's a speck there. You let that one in, and now there you go. Everything up in smoke. Hey, Kane TV, where you been? Say, baby Wayne done spilt the beans. Hey, boo, he sure have. And they better leave that baby alone, too. He said what he said. Siobhan said, yep, that's what he said. Talking about beating a woman's privates like Emmett Till. Just disgusting. Disgusting. The Till family should have sued him. They should have sued him. But the fact that he could say stuff like that lets you know that he had no consciousness. He didn't even realize they were sending somebody to do to you what they have done to countless Black talent in this country. The rest of us push back against them walking in and stealing. If anybody had even told him and hipped him to what was happening, he'd have been mad at you for telling him. And now look at you. Now look at you, sitting up there looking like Mum Ra. You had a head full of hair. All your dreads gone. You down to 2 and a possible, like a spade hand. And now the baby done told it. The baby done told it that you done sat up there being Uncle Ruckus till you gave away your mojo. Dang, Wayne. Kane TV say, prepping for my wedding. I'm exhausted, but I'm here. Woo! Ladies, we have a wedding. Kane TV. Girl, is he fine? Is he saved? Does he treat you so nice? Your mama like him? Girl, you got to tell us everything. Y'all know we love a wedding over here. Kane done mess around and caught us one, y'all. She done caught us one. Congratulations. Y'all spam the chat. Let me put my congratulations in there first. Yes. I know that's right, Kane TV. You better let them know. You better let them know, honey. Yes, yes, yes. Spades. 2 and a possible. That's what he's stuck with. Yes, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. I am so excited. Yes, congratulations to the beautiful bride-to-be, Kane TV. Okay? So listen, now let's get on to 50 Cent and what's going on with them. So now, in case you missed it, I'm going to say this. I don't know how you could have missed it. But in case you did miss it, y'all know that the Jane Doe went and testified up to the federal courthouse for Puffy trial. Diddy, Puffy, Papa, Diddy, Pop, whatever the hell y'all call it. Sean Combs, right? Mr. Naked in a hijab. And all us done put 2 and 2 together. We know that's Daphne Joy. Like, she done gave too many clues to who she is. We know it's Daphne Joy. We know. Like, girl, we know. We know, right? So right after that, 50 Cent first baby mama, his grown son, the one that he done threw away by the wayside, his mama. Hold on, we got an update on our new in-law. He's a gentleman. He treats me like the African queen I am. I know that's right. Gold and diamonds every month. Oh, hallelujah. He's everything. Yes, now. Kane TV. Girl, listen. We tap into your blessing, sister. We tapping in for all the unmarried ladies in the chat. We tapping into her blessing. And listen, as we celebrate for our sister, soon we will be celebrating for the rest of you. Amen. This is so exciting. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God. This is so wonderful. Listen, don't you bring no tears to my eyes. Yes, 50 definitely has it coming. 50 has it coming. So anyway, we all figured out it was Daphne Joy. We all know 50 Cent hurt. Now, 50 Cent went making a parody of the I think it was Full House or Diddy's House or whatever, or not Full House, Family Matters. It was like Freak Off Matters or something dumb and corny. Anyway, I ain't even playing that crap because that's how corny it was. And what it really gave is you're trying to console yourself because you hurt. The woman you laid up and made a baby with, somebody could get her for 10 racks a month. The lady that 50 Cent got a baby with was going with a billionaire. Not just going with him. You was allowing him to make you sleep with male prostitutes for $10,000 a month. Girl, listen. You can't beat her prices. You can't beat her prices, okay? Kane TV said, thank you, sister, sending the blessings of the good man your way. Don't rush, ladies. I am 39 and get married for the first time. Amen. He was worth the wait. I know that's right. That's what I like to see. Listen to your sister. She's telling you, don't rush. And don't feel bad when you see women getting married around you. They might have caught good, but they might have caught some trash too. So don't be in no hurry. Just chill out. And then we'll be celebrating you next. Yeah, 50 Cent he's definitely Lowry salty. Lord DS say Perch Pocket is cheap, and that is why you run the corner, you stay in the corner. That is a 21-second violation. Not Perch Pocket is cheap. But the billionaire got it for 10 racks a month. 50 Cent hurt, y'all. He over there licking his wounds. Licking his wounds, y'all. And his baby mama jumped online. Let me see if I can find it, because we got to put, first off, we got to pull up what just happened anyway. So I may as well get to pulling it up. She goes online. She posted, you know, she dancing, having a good time. And she posted, she was like, I don't sell cat. I'm from Queens, not the Philippines. When she said that, when I tell y'all I was tickled on the inside of my heart, tickled, I wasn't no more good. And he responded talking about, you basically calling her old and wouldn't nobody pay for that. And I'm like, imagine saying that about somebody. Imagine saying to the woman who had your eldest son that nobody would pay for her, like she has no value, when in fact the woman that you paid for, that you had a baby with, that you pedestalized, would go and allow random people to poke her like a pin cushion for the low price of 10 grand a month. $10 grand for 10. For the 10 and 10. For the 10 and 10. So apparently now Seanitra done got in the habit of talking, and apparently sis got something to say. She got something to say. Trina, let it go back to ads, because they're gonna do it and I'm not gonna fight them to stop it. It's not like I get so much support on this channel that I can afford to fight them about a commercial. Like, I need the little commercials because I don't get that much support. You know that. DH, thank you for the super chat. You bailing DS out the corner. Thank you for bailing her out. Let me process her paperwork. We're going to release her, but now she's going to be your responsibility. So we're going to put your name on her bond papers, okay? Because your sister's wild. But we are going to bond her out. Y'all, thank DH for bonding DS out of the corner, because, you know, she's a frequent flyer. Thanks for the bond money. Thanks for the bond money, okay? See, that's that right there. That's what family is for. They will bond you out when you get locked up, okay? That's what I'm saying. They'll bond you out. They will get you out when you get locked up. Thank you, DH. So look, I'll finish share this screen. And I want y'all to listen. If you do not have your pearls, do y'all need 30 seconds to get your pearls? Let me know, because I will give you 30 seconds if you need them. Or you can clutch imaginary pearls. I'm fine with that. If y'all need a 30-second head start to grab your pearls, please let me know and I will accommodate you. Because she finna start talking. Okay? Let's share the screen. Okay. All right. Everybody got their pearls. All right. Invisible and regular. Listen up.
The trial is going
Hold on. Let me pull me all the way down and try to make Miss Seanitra as large as possible. And y'all turn your sound up as much as you can so you can hear what Miss Seanitra has to say. Because she deserves to be heard, not just big mouth 50 Cent.
We all know the Diddy trial is going on, and we all know my son's father is not happy with it. Like, he's not happy. But what Daphne is doing is indicative to her character. It was so it's been rumored and known for years that she has been a pole girl from Vegas. Like that's known that.
Now, did she say that girl is a call girl from Vegas? And it's a known fact that she's a call girl from Vegas? Is that what our good sis said? Okay, let's keep going.
That's known. And he knew that when he beat her up in California, which everyone, he seems like that's just so buried how he beat her up.
He beat her up in California. Okay, so let's talk. Don't worry, I'm gonna let Seanitra finish. I'm gonna let her finish. So now, Siobhan said, Floyd said something along them lines too. Okay. But now listen. I know, Trina, I love you back. But listen. Remember, I want y'all to put a 4 in the chat if y'all remember when all the stuff was going on with Puff and he started calling her you little sex worker, like you calling her that because of her and Puffy. Shanique was saying she was a sex worker when you got her. Were you calling her you little sex worker when you was on top of her pumping and sweating and making that little illegitimate child? Is that when? Was you calling her that then? And during that time, put the 4 also, if y'all remember her saying that he had actually assaulted her, that he had choked her and actually assaulted her. She said that it made the blogs. It made the blogs. And now we got Shaniqua dropping us a whole big bag of Lipton, saying that apparently it was a case out there in California where he had done whooped her tail. So why y'all ain't crying for Daphne Joy, the call girl from Vegas? Since everybody want us to cry tattoo tears by Cassie getting beat up, hoes get beat all the time. Like that's literally part of the job description. Miss Daphne, are you a certified hoe? It's given, and she got certification. I believe she got certification. Say, yep. And he said he was going to sue her. Yep. He said he was going to sue her for saying what he did to her. Now we got Shaniqua, and we know she ain't finna back off, back down, stand back, none of that. She gonna say what she want to say. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm trying. It was somebody comment I wanted to grab, and I don't know where I lost it. And I don't know who said it. Somebody said some stuff, and I wanted to get it. I hope you ain't. Whoever you are, I hope you did not take your comment down, because I definitely want to grab your comment. Somebody made an excellent point. Dang. I lost it. Somebody was talking about the fact that he had burned her house down and then came around parading, you know, the whole Babylon, right? Shout out to the hoes. Y'all know I got love for you. Jesus loves you, and so do I. But let's let her finish talking about this assault and battery case where he was supposed to had beat up this girl out there in California. Daphne Joy, that is. Okay, let's go.
It was a domestic violence case in California. We all know the Diddy trial is going on, and we all know when her office tried to contact me. Hey, y'all tried to contact me to testify in that case. They contacted my child support attorneys for me to question me and to testify in Daphne Joy's domestic violence case.
So wait a minute. We're going to let her finish talking because we're going to support this good sister while she's telling everything. She say that the DA out there that was prosecuting the case where 50 had them beat this girl up had reached out to Shaniqua's child support attorney to get in touch with her to ask her to testify for her about him beating this girl. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he was with his violent self. He looked violent. Fatima said, I come to realize these dudes have a habit of habitually using, glorifying, and worshiping community circle jerk mildew cum rags. Well, yes, that's very descriptive. I like it. Had it been a black woman, a real one, well, you know, hello. So we're gonna let her finish saying what she's saying. But she said they contacted her to try to get her to testify to help Daphne Joy. But listen to what Shaniqua had to say about this.
I declined. Which I declined.
She declined.
What made you decline?
I declare.
As I'm a mother first and I'm a woman, but she, during the duration of the relationship with her and 50, she gave me so much shade and she was trolling me along with him. Like she thought she was superior. She thought her and her child were going to be superior to Marquise and I.
Okay. So she said she declined. She said it 3 times, so I'm going to say it 3 times. She declined. And I said, I declare. She said she declined because she was trolling her online. While she was with 50, she was trolling her online. So see, now, we got to talk about it. Yes, we do. So apparently, now it makes even more sense why, according to her testimony, it was hard for her when Puffy started dating Carisha. Because see, according to our good sister, she was trolling her online right along with 50 because she thought she was superior. She thought she was superior and thought her and her child was going to be superior to Shaniqua and her son. Okay? Yeah, ain't nothing exotic about being Filipino. Yeah. Yep, if it wasn't for her, he could have been in jail. If Daphne Joy hadn't been trying to do what a lot of them do when black men pump their head up and run it off at the mouth and trying to shade and act like you somehow are superior. And I ain't gonna get into, the things that could and will, be said or whatever. But girl, how could you ever think so? From a third world country. You couldn't have thought that, baby. You couldn't have thought that. I don't care how much cookie you done sold. The fact that you from a third world country over here in the U.S. selling cookie, why on earth would you believe you superior? See, this is what happened when these black men pump their head up that everybody's better than a black woman. You understand? Then when he went to tan on your head, you looking for that good sister to come and testify for you. No, be superior. Be superior. Remember the bob and weave, okay? Make sure your bob and weave game is superior too. Kane TV say, here we go. Racially ambiguous woman thinking she's superior. Girl, she ain't even racially ambiguous. You a whole Filipino. Use the whole Filipino. And don't make us call ICE them because I don't know if your paper's straight. That part. Yep. We need to call Tom home and tell him to go ride by and check her papers. Ride by and check her papers. See, the disrespect for black people and black women, like people way too bold for me. You're too bold for me. Now, when the man go to beating your tail, now you want that good sister. You want that sister to come and testify for you. And she said she declined. Thank you for being like number 68, sis. Y'all like this video? Give me my bubbles. Share this video. I know this is the wrong time of day, but yeah.
So I said, I'll sit this one out. When her office tried to contact.
Yeah, so she said she was going to sit this one out, y'all. Our good sis said she was going to sit this one out. She was going to sit it out. And I don't blame her because I would have too. I probably would have laughed at the DA. I know good and hell well you ain't called me for. You'd have did better to like See if somebody would have gave you Satan's cell phone number. Because, I mean, what you calling me for? Yes, ice. Ice. Ice, ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. Shout out to my alpha, 5 alphas. Okay, shout out to my alpha men. But definitely ice, ice, baby. Siobhan say hierarchy in the Asian community. Filipino, Thai, Vietnamese are third world country. Right. The other Asian people don't even put y'all at the top. So how in the world would you let these dusty Negroes fool you into thinking that you sit anywhere above a sister when you are superior in no way? I mean, in no way. In no way. Not in beauty, not in intellect, not in strength, not in education, not economically, not in any way. Not in any way. The idea that y'all let these dusty men fool you into thinking that you somehow, in your wildest imaginations, in your wildest drug-fueled imagination, that you somehow sit above a sister. It's amazing. If these Negroes can convince them of that, they can convince them of anything. Well, you know, then again, Puffy did have her rubbing his feet, bathing him, and feeding him after she was the one getting poked. So I guess you really can convince them of anything. It ain't even her fault, y'all. Baby, she thought that skin color was going to have her living the high life, and instead, you loving long time. You're crazy. DS, come and get Trina, lock her up. That is a 22.5 second violation. She loving long time. Okay. Let's see if we're going to add to your sentence. Trina say, but this woman is known to put her hands on men as well because she said she slapped Diddy and banged his head on the table. I mean, most hoes can fight, can't they? You know, it's part of the life, But you still got that 22.5 seconds. DS, come get her. Fatima said, no shade, she ain't even Filipino. The true Filipinos were full-blooded Negrito Aboriginals. They call them Morates over there, and they thought they were superior to them too. But I'm just saying where she is now. Because we know how y'all living over there. We know why Manny Pacquiao had to put all that money in building them little shanties and shacks for y'all, and y'all thought it was a come up. I ain't forgot. Melanie Coco say, I wonder, do 50 know that the DA contacted his first child's mother? I'm sure he knows. Why that big mouth of his always drooling with BS. Okay. I hope he know. Well, hell, he know now. I want 50 to piss Shaniqua off some more where she could tell us the rest. Because she got more. Shaniqua got more. She got more. Mm-hmm. Do. Now, speaking of somebody that's problematic and beige, let's get into Aubrey. Let's get into it. Y'all, they done tried to slip a blackmailing past us. Aubrey out here blackmailing people. I'ma say it. I don't know it's true, but this is my theory. And I'm not going to say allegedly because it ain't alleged. Ain't nobody alleging this but me. Ain't nobody alleging none of this but me. This is my theory. This is what I think. And I'm going to tell y'all why I think so. I think they done slipped the blackmailing past us. Hey, Vet, one of our UK beauties from Birmingham, UK. Thank you for being like number 70. Girl, they done snatched your crown. Peanut say, LOL, another person I see wants to marry poverty. I'm behind in the live, but reading the chat. You crazy. Who trying to marry poverty? Nobody wants to marry poverty. No. All of our sisters gonna marry men that can provide for them and all the children they make. Oh, no, that's Brittany Monet. Brittany, don't believe that. The Lord will give you a man with some money that's not gonna beat you and make you sleep with the seventh fleet. That's not true. There's a whole lot of women with wealthy husbands that work hard and treat them well. You're not going to suffer just because the man got money. And let me tell you something else, baby. You too pretty to ever believe that. Poor men will harm you way more than a man with some coin because poor men are frustrated and violent. They will hurt you. run. If you see a man and his pocket is coughing up dust, and you see moths laying, cocoons and stuff in his pockets, run. Because that poor man is the one that's gonna get you. The next live that we pull up, because we got to pull up that live about that couple that was on live and arguing back and forth and exposing each other, and that poor man killed that girl and then pooped himself too. So no, I want y'all to avoid. Don't y'all go messing with them poor men thinking that's the easy way. It is not. It's not noble. If that man is poor, don't be thinking, oh, it's more noble to be with the poor. It's nothing noble about poverty. Poverty is a curse. It is a curse. I want you to reject it. Every one of y'all in here. Matter of fact, type it in the chat. I reject poverty. Type it in the chat. Y'all gonna make me say this till I drop dead. When I'm dead, put it on my tombstone. I reject poverty. Reject it. Because I don't want to hear no bad stories about somebody doing something to y'all and have y'all over there eating syrup sandwiches and stuff. Because then we gonna want to fight him. Everybody, type it in the chat. Let's put it in there. Because I'm gonna reject it for you. Okay. That's right, Donya Lee. I reject poverty. That's right. In any form, reject that poverty. Don't go claiming no poverty. We don't want none of that. Ain't nothing noble about it. Don't have no pity on them. If they poor, pray for him. If he poor, pray for him. He don't need a woman. He need deliverance. Don't y'all go and tie yourself to somebody like that. Don't do that. Reject it. Run. Don't look back. Okay, shout out to my Kojic girls. Run, don't look back. Don't look back, okay? Because it's dangerous. But we're going to pull up that video with that poor man that just took that sister's life, and they was live on Facebook Live and all that mess. Hey, ladies, it's dangerous out here. You run into a fella, he got some coins, and I know all men have a tendency to, not do right and tell lies and stuff. All of them. If they're a man and they breathing, they probably lying. It's a good chance. But at the very least, y'all go and get married and stuff. If it don't go right, you can leave. A married woman is protected by the law. Your assets are protected. He can't just walk away from you after he done got your goodies. He got to go sit before the judge, and the judge gonna decide what's fair. So ladies, protect yourselves. Don't just be grabbing po and thinking it's safe. It ain't safe. Po is dangerous. It's dangerous. Hey, Lulu's little girl. Oh, that ain't all it was. And we're gonna get into it. There's more to it than just toxicity. Everybody talking about the toxicity, but we're gonna get into all of it, the po of it all. And everything else in it, because it was a lot going on there, and we're going to get into it. Yes, we are. I sat through it late last night, 4 in the morning, watching it, and it was nerve-wracking because I knew I was looking at the final moments of this young woman's life, and knowing that this child was on the wrong road, and she didn't even understand what was happening. She didn't even understand the direction she was going in. Yep, the pick-me's was in the comments talking about don't provoke him. No, stay away from him. Stay away from them cursed creatures before you end up on a t-shirt. People airbrushing you, and then you don't mess around, don't even be looking like yourself. So let's get into the blackmail. We're gonna come back to talk about that other one. I promise we are, because we got to talk about that, and then some comments that Dineva made. And we're gonna get into that too. So that's gonna be a separate stream. I just need an intermission because I'm tired. Okay, I'm as tired. All right. So let's go ahead and pull this up, because this is where it starts. Well, not really where it starts, because we don't know the actual start. However, we're definitely going to dig into it. We're definitely going to dig into it. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Let me share the screen, because we talked about this the other day, and now we got to revisit it, because I think we may have watched the commission of a crime. I think so. I believe so. I'm going to just be real with you. I believe that we were all witnesses to the commission of a crime. And we're going to talk about why this crime ended up being so public and so sloppy. Okay? Sloppy. Very sloppy. This was a sloppy crime, but I believe we just witnessed a very sloppy crime. So y'all remember this story? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember this story about this politician right here, Mr. Jagmeet Singh, going to the Kendrick Lamar concert up there in Toronto. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember about that, okay? Because we got to get into something concerning old Jagmeet. Old Jagmeet. Look at him. He got that turban tied up like Captain Ahab in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I mean, he got that turban tied. I mean, tight too. I wouldn't mind having one, but I need one that's like already tied. And a lot of times when you find the turbans that's already tied, they don't sit up high like that. I don't know how he get it to sit up there like that. They really know how to tie them things. If somebody know where I can get me a turban, I want that color too, that gold color. That's the exact color I want. If somebody know where I can find me a turban like that, please drop the link or let me know. Or feel free to send it if it's somewhere in your city. But I do want me a turban. Yes, Fatima, that turban is beautiful. It is beautiful. I want me a turban just like that exact same color or the closest color y'all can find me. No, the beauty supply don't have them like that. The ones in the beauty supply don't have that many pleats in it, and it don't sit up that high. If y'all can find one like that, because see, I'll rock a turban and put me a brooch on it. Put me a mean brooch on it. Shoot. It'll be smoke. It'll be smoking. It'll be smoking. I mean, he got on that suit jacket and that beard and the turban, so he might be having a hot flash, but I just want me a turban. He's a Sikh Indian. See, I don't know the difference. I'm going to just be real with you. I don't know the difference. But shout out to everybody, whatever your indigenous culture may be. You know, we support people of indigenous cultures over here. So this fella went to the Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert on the GNX tour in Toronto. Now, y'all recall that our dearest nephew, Kendrick Lamar, was in Toronto, Canada, which now apparently, according to the fans, has been renamed Canada, okay? And he was up there 2 nights in a row, Thursday the 12th and Friday the 13th, like Michael Myers and Jason and stuff, okay? Now, what's interesting about this gentleman right here is that he was at the concert and apparently he has a relationship of sorts with Aubrey the Snow Princess. Now, Aubrey got mad when he saw pictures of Jagmeet at the concert. Now, us Americans, we don't know who Jagmeet is. We ain't never met Jagmeet. We ain't never heard nobody talking about Jagmeet. Okay? But they done made friends, and he ended up following Jagmeet back in October 7th of 2019. And you might say, well, Nitra, why is that even important? Well, I'm going to tell you why it's important. It's important because Aubrey went to following this man because Rihanna followed him first. So apparently this was back when they were still speaking on good terms or whatever the hell it was that they was doing, okay? So after Rihanna followed that man, then Aubrey followed this man. And you could tell from the inbox, Aubrey done erased everything they done said to each other. He erased everything he done said to this man. But y'all done been talking enough that you was upset that he went to that concert. You're not fooling us, Aubrey. That's why I say this sloppy. But this is the inbox that he sent the man and then posted it on his story with him at 12:47. So 1 o'clock in the morning, you up 1 o'clock in the morning. Instead of you going to bed, you up at 4 in the morning, 1:45, sending him a message that says, you're a goof. Nothing before that, nothing after that. You're a goof. And then posted it on his story because he wanted the whole world to see him saying this to Jagmeet. Y'all remember this, right? Because I want to make sure you're with me. I don't want to lose you. I don't want y'all to get to the end of my video and say, oh, yeah, now I remember. Don't wait. I want you to get it now. So listen. Jagmeet apologized immediately. Let me get his apology now, because I don't want to get it wrong. Because all of this matters for what I'm about to tell y'all about why I said I think we just saw the commission of a crime and it's sloppy. Okay? Where's Jagmeet's apology? What's hilarious is Drake fans was acting like that's a win. That's not a win. The fact that your fearless leader is so bothered that he inboxing people for going to a concert, baby, that is not a win. Not even close. Like, he literally is announcing to the world that Kendrick got him over there taking high blood pressure pills. That's really what's going on. So let's get the thing with Jagmeet apologizing, because I want to get Jagmeet's apology. It's all right. When one won't do, then we go get two. All right. So Jagmeet apologizes, and what he said was, I went for SZA, not Kendrick. I was born in this city. I love this city, but real talk, I get it. I shouldn't have gone at all. OVO and Drake have lifted up this city and Canada. For me, it will always be Drake over Kendrick. So it was like, a lot of people was like, dang, he had to apologize for going to a concert. A lot of us, if you saw this, like, let me know in the chat if you saw it. Let me know in the chat if you saw it. Because I was sitting there like, oh, so he saw, y'all like coax him and pet his feelings like this. He can be sensitive with y'all. And everybody's like, oh, woo, woo, woo. We so sad. We so sorry that we made you sad. I was like, this is corny, but okay. Anybody who's a Drake fan, I automatically assume you corny. So I was like, whatever. I didn't think too much of it. He called this man a goof and the man apologized, and he's a politician. Hold on. Because y'all are, I'm gonna land the plane. I am, I promise. I have no reason not to. So, dig. I want y'all to hear something. And I'm debating on whether I'm gonna do audio and just play a portion of this video, or whether I'm just gonna do the audio. I almost want to play a portion of the video, just so y'all can see whose channel had it first, because this was like 11 months ago, and I caught on to it then. Okay, so y'all remember the whole issue with Rick Ross, the Hells Angels, all that in Canada, right? And everybody was tying it back to Aubrey and whatnot. Well, 11 months ago, it came out that Aubrey was being threatened by the Hells Angels. Like, they don't really like him like that. And so I thought it was a little, interesting about that call, and I got to bring that call back from 11 months ago, because it ties directly into why I'm saying I believe we watched the commission of a crime. That's why I'm saying that. Like, there's a very real reason why I'm saying that, and I'm just trying to cue it up so that we can get into the crime of it all, because I do believe that we did just watch the commission of a crime. I do. I just want to get to that exact point so that I'm not, holding y'all hostage. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go on and pull it up. You remember that, right? I think we watched. I really think that we all witnessed the commission of a crime. because blackmail is indeed a crime. Definitely a crime. And if I'm right, like I think I'm right, that would explain why Jagmeet ran to apologize and he's, kissing behind so hard, because what the hell, right? So just give me a second. Because we're definitely going to get exactly what was said and who said it and all that good stuff. We're definitely going to get into it. And don't y'all sleep on the fact that Pusha T just like dissed the dog piss out of Travis Scott. And maybe we'll mention that another time, but I just don't want y'all to miss that. So please, whenever we get out of here, make sure y'all go listen to So Be It by the Clips, because you will not be disappointed, okay? All right. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to, show a clip from this video. And we're just going to get in the comment section. This is fair use, but I feel like y'all need to see what's actually being said. I think y'all need the visual and everything, and some of the context from some of the gentlemen who are actually talking. I think it's important. So that's what we're going to do. Hey, Miss Gardner, girl. You say the fact that the man was apologizing ASAP mean he's a big donor to the man's campaign. If you think so, you might not think that in a minute. Thank you for being number 75, Miss Gardner. Brittany Monet say Drake needs to head over to Bali with Russell. This is getting bad. He sure does. Because he was co-signing stuff Drake said. And Pusha made it very clear he don't care about Drake and his little feminine sneak dissing. He's basically saying anybody that call themselves co-signing, no, you definitely gonna get smoked. And apparently he had a forest fire for Travis. So, kind of how that goes, right? So let's share the screen, y'all. Let's share the screen. So, y'all, this is from 11 months back. But because, the situation is what it is, we got to go ahead and treat it. And the channel, I believe, is We Love Hip Hop News. So we're going to go ahead and put their channel in the description box to make sure that we are able to recall it. Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure we can get that the point where he pulls it up. I mean, we're just gonna have to do what we have to do. Now, the gentlemen that we see here on the screen, they are also from Canada. Magdalene said Tyler Perry getting sued for sexual assault. I'm not surprised. I don't put nothing past him. Y'all like him. I can't stand him. I really don't put nothing past him at all. But yeah, so let's go ahead and pull this up, because there's something very specific in this video that I need y'all to hear and we need to go over. Okay. I think there's no way to do it except to just, kind of do it. So let's go.
He did not send those guys for Rick Ross.
Yes, he didn't send them.
Everybody is saying, yo, Black ass sent them.
But the problem is, it's not only that. It's because he liked the comment on my page.
Yeah, but
not a comment, the post of Rick Ross getting, but he liked it on academics. He liked it on different people's page.
Yeah.
That's a cosign for a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So that's what started the conversation, was them dudes trying to fight with Rick Ross and ended up fighting the DJ and a bodyguard, because Rick Ross was around there dragging his feet, moving slowly, and they barely touched him. And I'm not sure how they ended up barely touching them, but we did watch that fight. Y'all know we watch all fights over here. All fights. Like, we don't skip no fights over here. And I'm just like, why is it taking so long to get to this cut? We may have to just let it go, to be honest, because I don't want to miss it.
Uncle Luke, he had comments not about Drake saying something or, you know, feeling like he sent the guys. He was said about liking the post.
You're not supposed to like it, bro.
Like, I'll take it because it gets traction, blah, 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 blah. But from if I was you, I probably wouldn't need it.
I wouldn't have liked it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because someone would have said, you know, I said, so what, you're condoning that these Vikings were there calling another black man beating the shit out of them.
Yeah, salute to Justin Hunt, the company man. I did an interview on his channel.
Yeah, we ain't finna listen to all that.
What's the point then having all these yard man?
How long does it take?
See, Trina, we all have to deal with commercials. We all do.
I don't know the extent of their relationship.
We have to make sure to put onto this video here or this clip. We don't know if it's complete. It was in somebody's DMs. Like, this is posted on somebody's stories on one of these blog stories. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very, you know what I'm saying? So this is out there in the world.
I have personal friends.
Being from Montreal, I knew from back in the days, and we'll get a little aspect. Okay, that they don't like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Openly racism.
Openly,
right? However, the way they used, and
yeah,
it was a high, and not just only shooters, dealers and stuff too.
All types of stuff.
You know, especially when you start getting into bigger weight. You know what I'm saying? So they've always had some kind of stronghold on the black community as well as not liking us.
And I'm around the Jamaican
and the Hells Angel. I can completely see it now when you mention it.
Big problem,
right? From like back.
But you want to know why they're not too many in Toronto? Think about it.
We got a lot of black. The Jamaican gang that really run over here.
Them out of this and I'm calling it, hey boy. That not make it.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill you in the long run.
No, you're right, because Toronto is a unique place. Like Montreal.
On my nerves.
Yeah, and our black one of the first.
I want to first. Here we go.
I knew he was gonna get this mess.
Drake, you're trying to take credit for shit that has nothing to do with you.
Now this is. Let me tell y'all who we got. And thank y'all for hanging while we pull them up. This is somebody named Damian Ryan. This is one of the, I guess they said a high-ranking member of the Hells Angels. And this is important. This is from 11 months ago. This came out right after those guys attacked Rick Ross up there in Ontario, right? And everybody was like, oh, Drake sent the Hells Angels. And so you heard the young man that was talking, you know, while we was trying to get our spot, basically saying like, ain't no way, because they don't like black folks. Like, they do not. And he represents two groups that they do not like. And listen to what this high-ranking member of the Hells Angels had to say to Aubrey. This is very important. Don't miss what comes out of his mouth, because it's one very specific thing that is super important. Do not miss it. Let me start him where he starts.
When I got the message first, I knew he was gonna get this message.
Drake, you're trying to take credit for shit that has nothing to do with you. You're a fucking clout chasing goof.
Drake, you trying to take credit for something that has nothing to do with you. You're a clout chasing goof. That term right there. And it's so funny because the rest of the call, he goes off. Don't worry, I'm gonna let y'all hear the rest of the call. But I want y'all to type the word goof in the chat, because we're going to go on a little ride. Okay?
Off our tip.
That's all it was. That's the only part they played. The channel, not the channel. And shout out to this hip hop news channel. Shout out to y'all for, being a source. So the Instagram channel in question that initially posted this was something called 6AK underscore TV, right? Now it was spelled 6 as in the number 6, the letter I, the letter X, AK underscore TV. Well, after they published this, for some reason, somebody snatched down their whole Instagram page. These people have had to start a whole new Instagram page. And now they're like at 11,000 and they got their page private because apparently Aubrey didn't like that he got put out there. So I see a few of y'all putting the word goof in the chat. It's really important about that word because that's slang. See, over here, we call people goofy and we're saying like you corny, you a Sherm, you a Herb, you a Poindexter, you a cornball. Like we're calling you goofy. They're saying goof. That is Canadian prison slang. That is Canadian street talk. That whole goof situation, that's something they say when they're saying that you touch kids, when they're saying you're a pedo. That's their term for a pedo, a goof. They called him a clout chasing goof. Hey, Anna Filson. So what I want y'all to think about for just about a minute, if you don't mind, if they call him a goof and that's their slang, because, you know, Canada's not America. I know they try to be like Diet America. Not sure why. But they're not America and their slang is different. The slang is different. Don't worry about the hate group coming in. You about to miss what's really going on. Don't miss the boat, baby. Goof equals PDF. I like how you put that. It's like a whole equation, right? So now ask yourself, ladies, if goof equals PDF and PDF equals goof, what was Drake saying to Jagmeet when he said you're a goof? What was Aubrey, the Snow Princess, saying to Jagmeet when he said you're a goof? He didn't cuss at you, scream at you. He didn't say you better bow down. He didn't do none of his little fake. He didn't do none of his little fake mob ties talk. I'm a fake mob boss talk. None of that. He said you're a goof. What was he saying to Jagmeet? What was he saying? Think about it. Okay, no problem. Y'all don't get this? Forget about they moving flocks. Don't y'all be in here quoting Kendrick. This ain't the time. This is a Law and Order Special Victims Unit moment. You gonna quote something, you need to be quoting Elliot Stabler. Aubrey done sat up here and blackmailed this man in front of us. He was telling Jagmeet you're a goof because he knows something. Jagmeet heard up and apologized because he don't want Aubrey to put him out there. Y'all ain't catch this, like for real, for real. Y'all don't see the blackmail. Y'all don't see it. Even say, but see, the clear people been knew that he was a PDF. So Drake and the politician have done dirt together. Bingo. Yahtzee. Yahtzee. It ain't about him. It's not about one goof calling somebody a goof. It's about the fact that he's calling a politician that, and the politician didn't like, you know, I'm cutting all ties. I don't want nothing to do with this. He immediately apologized at just the word. He didn't say, I have no ties to that. He apologized immediately. Aubrey either was doing dirt with him or he was around when he was doing dirt. Because why would him making that accusation or calling you that make you hurry up and apologize? Oh, there's more. There's more to why I believe we just watched the commission of a crime. Aubrey just blackmailed that man in front of all of y'all. He just blackmailed that man in front of all of y'all. You went to the Kendrick concert, you up here bobbing your head to not like us. You're a goof. I am so sorry. I was there for SZA and not Kendrick. It's always Drake over Kendrick. Y'all did so much for Toronto and Canada, and I love this country. Jagmeet. Jagmeet. Where you been jugging your meat at, son? Where has your meat been going? Why, Jagmeet, did all he have to do was call you a goof and you apologizing? You done told Padma to hurry up and wrap that turban where you can get on that computer. He done blackmailed that man in front of all y'all. Because Drake might have had a fake page drop that man tea. Hello. And that's what he was threatening. That's what he was threatening. He was threatening to spray him. He was threatening to spray him. I keep telling y'all it was the commission of a crime. Why y'all not getting this? This is the commission of a crime. Aubrey just blackmailed that man in front of the world. The world, Craig. Top flight security of the world. He just blackmailed a Canadian politician in front of the world, Craig. The world. And there's more that make me believe that we absolutely watch the commission of a crime. M. Jones say they part of the same PDF clique, probably so. Aubrey was up there probably trying to be the Canadian Diddy, bringing in the little girls for them politicians. Ooh, it's 444. Shout out to Jay-Z. Right. Her mama was trying to tell you, but y'all wouldn't listen to me. I was trying to tell you. Y'all won't listen. I be trying to tell you. Siobhan say in front of the world, but the world don't understand the code language, but they do. Right, but here's the problem. Sometimes we just got to slow it down because the truth beating already came out. When that video came out 11 months ago, there was a whole conversation about goof. We even talked about it over here on this channel because I played that video at that time. But at that time, I was able to go to the Instagram page to play the jail call because Aubrey and them hadn't had them people page took down yet. And we talked about it then. You can go to Reddit right now. Like, I dare y'all, go to Reddit and mention Canada, jail, slang, the word goof, and see what comes up. Melanie say, I'm listening. So is Drake completely comfortable being a PDF? I mean, he may as well be because you can't wash it off. He probably got evidence. I'm telling you, it's smelling like he trying to be the Canadian Diddy. Oh, but there is definitely more. So let me let my fingers do the walking. Because see, it's another reason why I'm like, no, that you didn't just randomly call him no PDF. That wasn't random. And he ain't randomly apologized. Who the hell apologized to you after you insult them? If you call somebody a PDF and they're not a PDF, they're not going to say, they're not, their response, their reflex is not going to be to apologize to you. Who does that except a guilty man? Oh, yes. But you just give it just about a second. I'm going to tell y'all another reason why I absolutely believe we watched the commission of a crime. Now, we did not participate, but we sure, I believe, witnessed it. Now, this is what I believe. This ain't nobody else saying this but me. I believe that. I do not know that, but I do believe that. I do. I definitely do. One second. It's a shame. We shouldn't even have to do all this. But you know, when people is trifling and deranged, we have to kind of dig into everything, don't we? We don't have much of a choice, do we? Don't tell me they done tried to snatch it off the internet. I mean, if I can't show it, I'm still going to tell it. It ain't like I'm going to let it go because you take something down. Yeah, I think he might have took it down. But hold on. We still may be able to grab it. Give me a second, y'all. Because you know I'm going to apply myself. Because he's gotten very, very sloppy. Sharon Middleton say in 2019, Mr. Singh admitted that he was abused. Well, yeah, being abused, that ain't no excuse for you doing what they're doing that. But a lot of them that's like that, some of them was touched when they was children. But you need to get some therapy. You don't go touching on no new children. Don't do that. That's out of the question. They said they suing Tyler Perry for $260 million. Oh, that's a lot of millions of dollars. Y'all, I wonder how that look to see that many millions of dollars in one place. That's a lot of millions of dollars, ain't it? Don't y'all think so? I ain't never seen that many different millions of dollars. I know somebody got a picture of this goddamn thing. They called themselves and took it down. I bet you Showface done made a post about it on his page. Because I don't want to have to sit through the whole video, but I know he probably done made a post because he makes a post about everything. Yeah, Aubrey done had the blogs to take it down. That's okay. You ain't did nothing. Because I want to find it because I got to make this point, baby. You not getting away. You not getting away. Because I believe you committing crimes. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Child, now they saying academics trying to threaten Mac Walknam because they done told what really happened when Dave Freedom walked up on academics talking about what he gonna do. You know you ain't finna do nothing to them men. You hoping they beat you up so you can have them put in jail. Child, when I say everybody is running amok today, everybody is running a goddamn muck. Why is everybody running amok? I'm tired. Here we go. Here we go. Now let's share the screen, shall we? Mm-hmm. Let's share this here screen. Everybody showing their tail. Everybody. Don't even know how to act. So now look. Y'all see these here? Now, Aubrey posted a picture in his stories of him wearing a pair of shoes that say goplace.com. Now, y'all might say, now, Nitra, that don't mean nothing. Yeah, it do. Yeah, it do. And I'm going to tell you why it means something. Now, apparently, this here goplace.com is a massage parlor up there in Toronto. Yeah, it's a massage parlor. Now, what I've been told is the man that owned PORN Hub, you know, the nasty movie site. They say that he had owned it and he offered to sell it to Aubrey. I gotta go. I haven't had time today to look to see if we can find a public record of the sale, but he definitely offered to sell it to Aubrey and made it available for sale to him. But that ain't the kicker. This massage parlor allows children from 12 years old and up to come in there with grown people. Okay. So anyway, I don't know why the computer froze up, but we here. They ain't finna make me be quiet. So listen, what had happened was, did y'all get to see the picture they put up, the shoes with the for the massage parlor? Okay. So anyway, now the rumor that's out on this massage parlor is that people were doing things. We're gonna say things. People were doing things at this massage parlor, and apparently people were the things that they were doing were being recorded without their permission and used as revenge pornocopia. The same thing that Kenya was accused of doing the Bang Bang Sleazy. Okay. So now, with that being said, it's very, very possible, and and not just possible, but plausible, that if you got ties to this, you were offered the opportunity to purchase from this place. You are now, hold on. You are now doing music videos in this place, because that's that last video he just did with two Mazza, that horrible song where he was featured on there and then nobody talked about it because it was just that bad. You doing videos in this place, you're taking pictures of yourself wearing slippers for a Go place and putting it on your stories. Now it can't be found on Twitter anywhere, and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Yep, did a music video there. Yes. And then yesterday took a picture of himself wearing the shoes and put it in his story. And see, what this all says to me is, if that place got a history and a reputation for people being recorded without their permission and then being used later for revenge cornucopia, number one, it's some cornucopia type things going on in the massage parlor. One. Number two, children 12 years old and older are allowed in the massage parlor as long as they come with their adult guardian or an adult that's the same gender, to a spot where y'all doing cornucopia type stuff and people are known to be nude because your rules say they can wear tight fitting garments or be nude. It's up to them. Why are there children in this place that are 12 years old and older where cornucopia things are happening? And people are now being rumored to have been victims of revenge cornucopia. Then you bring in the whole Jagmeet situation. You call him a goof of all things. Hell of an insult if it ain't true. And he didn't get offended. Instead, he apologizes. We watched the commission of a crime, ladies. We watch the crime. We watch the crime. And then he sends a veiled threat to a politician that alludes to the massage parlor. Yep, he blackmailing him. Thank you. And you know what else? I think that he's being very sloppy about it because he's never had to do it. Lucien and his handlers and fixers were always there to do his dirt for him. And now he's having to do it himself, and he's sloppy. He never would have, I don't believe, had the nerve to try to do the blackmail in public by erasing all of your conversations and only leaving you're a goof and then posting it to his story. That was sloppy. That was sloppy. Because I'm not the smartest woman in the world, but how long did you think before people started figuring out that you were blackmailing Jagmeet? And Jagmeet, I wants to know where you've been putting your meat at. Where was your meat going for him to call you a goof? Hiding in plain sight. Because he's sloppy. Because he wasn't doing it like that before. Child, the whole Chrome crashed. Chrome crashed. It wasn't even Xfinity this time. It was Chrome. And I'm starting to don't listen. Don't make me feel like you're trying to shut me up. Because it ain't like Lucien fixing for you no more, because you was stupid enough to sue Lucien. Lucien ain't even fixing for you no more. We watched the commission of a crime. We did. We did. So now, like, this is where we are. This politician who got into office off of popularity. The young people in Canada saw that Rihanna followed him. They saw that you followed him. And so he won by a landslide because of popularity. He ended up being the head of their new Democratic Party over there and being a member of parliament. And y'all have had, at least since 2019, regular enough contact that you felt comfortable attacking him publicly for going to a concert. A concert. And your response was not, I'm pissed, I'm mad, stay the hell out my face, you fake, you phony. You called him a pedo. And instead of him being offended, he apologized. Honey, y'all is committing crimes. You blackmail that man in public, Aubrey. That is what I believe. I cannot prove it, but that's what it looks like to me. I mean, it's quacking, it's walking like a duck. It has a bill. It's definitely giving blackmail in public. Public blackmail is devilish. Public blackmail is savagery. Even say while they were swearing that Diddy was gonna tell on people, look like Drake planning to take down as many with him as he possible if he get caught up. Oh yes, because he just threatened to take down Jagmeet in front of y'all. He just threatened to take down Jagmeet in front of all y'all. And what's very interesting to me on that is that nobody seems to notice. And not only does nobody seem to notice, I've been looking at different channels, especially, our hip hop media. None of them even caught the blackmail. None of them. They was too busy talking about, how sensitive Aubrey is and him crying and stuff. And I'm like, listen, children, he's sensitive. He crying. He a hoe. We got it. But he also just, I think this is the first time I've ever seen public blackmail. I don't know that I've ever seen that. Melanin Coco say, yes, Auntie Eva in plain sight, but I believe that boy is tired and is ready to expose it all. I think he's tired, frustrated, and he no longer has fixers. Like those big corporations, they have fixers. When you screw up, they have people that they pay to come in and do damage control. That doesn't exist now because he was stupid enough to sue his handlers and fixers. Evie said there was no capital letters, bold font. They dumb. Ain't catch nothing. Ain't catch nothing. So listen, that's all I wanted to say on this one. We got to come back to talk about that couple because there are a couple of things that I want to discuss about that couple. So y'all give yourselves a couple hours to rest because I'm gonna give myself a couple hours to try to, stretch myself. I don't know maybe get some soup, or I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get something, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna deal with that, because that is a mess. That with that couple is a mess. And I do want to also pop off a couple of thoughts that I got about R. Kelly and his theatrics in prison, and Daniba's comments. So we'll be back for that. But for right now, y'all know what time it is. If you did not hit the like button on the way in, please make sure that you hit the like button on the way out. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you will know every single time. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because we are definitely happy to have you here. Also, I want to say, let me check and see something really quick before I let you go. Let me check something really quick, y'all. Okay. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't. And on join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video, membership link in the description box. We also have the link to our storefront, our merchandise store, my Amazon wish list, and the copy of my book, Little Girl Big World. It is also in the description box. And we're going to get out of here. Y'all be positive and productive, encourage others and yourself. And in case I don't see you on the next live, remember, God loves you, I love you, and there is nothing you can do about it. We'll talk to you later in a couple hours, okay?